for Thought with Professor David Ndete.
Welcome to another episode of Food for Thought with Professor Ndete as we delve into the discussion on eating disorders. So, bulimia.
Yes.
I'm assuming, could bulimia be the opposite of anorexia?
Very good question. They say bulimia. Let me give you some statistics, a little bit of statistics. Patients with anorexia nervosa, 50% of them will remain consistent in not eating at all.
50%.
Yeah, will remain consistent in not eating at all. Yeah. They are not eating, and hakuna maneno ingine. Then another half of them, they want to lose weight. Okay, they think they are overweight, but in between not eating, they get these I don't know what they call them, boluses or whatever it is, of eating. That is episodes of eating. Shall I put it that way?
Yes.
Episodes of eating. So you can see, you can have anorexia nervosa, which is purely anorexia nervosa. You can also have anorexia nervosa in which there are episodes of eating. So people say bulimia nervosa is failed anorexia nervosa.
Oh.
In other words, it is anorexia nervosa, but it has not gone to the point where it is purely anorexia nervosa.
Okay.
When they have bulimia nervosa, again, as we said, something to do with the mind.
Yeah.
Girls with bulimia nervosa, which is not pure anorexia, is like a fashion of anorexia nervosa. They will have episodes when they eat in large amounts of food.
Yeah.
It's like there's a surge, a bolus of eating big chunks of food, but they don't let it stay there.
Oh, they induce.
They eat, or if you force them, or if they are forced to eat, like we said, they are forced, but they themselves, they eat, and they can eat in secret, yeah, and then they run away, they run to a place where they can put fingers into the mouth
so that they throw
it out, or take huge doses of purgatives, that is to clean it up. If they come from affluent families, they run to the sauna so that they sweat it out, yeah, or they go and jog to get it out, yeah. So bulimia nervosa is you eat large amounts of food and then you go and vomit and get it out of the system.
So it's, in essence, it's like I enjoy the food, but I don't like the consequences.
You put it so well. I couldn't put it better than that.
Wow.
Yes.
So before the food takes effect in the body, I have to make sure
It's out.
It's out.
It's out. Out this way or in the
Whichever
toilet.
way, yeah.
Yeah.
That also damages the digestive system, doesn't it?
You see, if you take purgatives in large amounts, yeah, it changes the movement of the muscles we call it peristalsis. It changes the movement of the muscles in the body, so that instead of having normal bowels, you tend to get very constipated. So that's why doctors will tell you be very careful taking purgatives because they are going to have an effect on your system. If you keep on vomiting, when you throw it up, you may damage your system.
Yeah.
Yes, it could. There's that potential of this mild, but still very serious damage to the system.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are there when we talk about anorexia, you can definitely see somebody's losing weight. You can see their eating habits
Changed.
So with bulimia, Are there any physical things that you can see that you know this person has this problem?
Yes, most of them will be those one of anorexia nervosa.
Oh, okay.
Because you see, I said bulimia nervosa is failed or is anorexia nervosa that has not developed fully.
Okay.
So during those times, and you see they don't eat all the time, they eat in episodes. Yes.
Yeah.
So during those times when there is no, they don't have an episode, then you present typically with the symptoms of anorexia nervosa. The one that we said, changing habits, wanting to be eating a lot, storing food in the house, hiding food everywhere, in the cupboards, in the bedrooms, in all funny places, so that nobody sees it.
Is this also more on women, or is this one different?
More in women.
Wow.
More in women.
Okay.
Yes.
What about now those who go to this other extreme? Those ones who cannot stop eating?
Very difficult. Yeah. But as I said, it's a medical emergency.
Yes.
Which mother will say, my daughter has decided they don't want to eat, and sit there and watch her die? And which doctor will do that? You can see the potassium levels are low, the blood pressure is low, the temperature is low, the heart rate is low. Are you going to wait?
No.
No, you treat. Yeah. You treat.
Okay.
Yeah. If you're going to ask for their permission, will they give you the permission?
No, they will not give you their permission.
Will you live to your your Hippocratic oath to save life?
No.
It's like somebody being brought into a casualty, okay, with injuries, and you start asking them for permission to treat them.
You don't.
Go ahead and save a
Save
life.
their life.
That probably is much easier for you because they can see they have no other problem in the head. But this girl, there is a problem deeply seated in the brain. Yeah. Why don't we talk about what happens in the brain? Yeah. Because we keep on talking about
the brain. Yes.
The brain.
Yeah.
We don't have concrete evidence. But there are certain things that have been shown to occur in the brain.
Okay.
Okay. You have heard of opium. We call them opiates. That is those chemical substances that resemble opium.
Yeah.
Did you know that our bodies have natural opiums in the body? We call it endogenous opiates. And it would appear like when people who develop anorexia nervosa, they have elevated levels of endogenous. Endogenous means endo means inside, inside the body. Endogenous opiates. What triggers that? Could that be the genetic link? Because we know genes express themselves through chemicals.
Yeah.
Is it possible that it is at that level that if you have high levels of opiates, then the feelings of hunger disappear? Is it possible that is what happens in the brain?
Okay.
Is it also possible that you remember we said girls with this condition may develop loss of menses?
Menses, yeah.
Menses are controlled from a small gland. I'm not an obstetrician, but at least I know this. Are controlled from a small gland almost at the base of the brain,
Yeah.
called pituitary. That it produces a chemical that goes to the ovaries, and then it stimulates the ovaries to produce chemicals that control the menses. So is it possible that there is something that is genetically determined that happens at that level, so that you make the connection between genes and chemical changes? Because genes themselves only express themselves, the only way genes express themselves is through changes in the chemical changes in the brain.
Okay.
Could that be the link? We do not know. Is it possible that this changes in the pituitary is the one that also leads to changes in some cases in the thyroid, so that your thyroid functions tend to go down?
Yeah.
So we speculate that is possibly what happened. That could be the link.
Okay.
Endogenous opiates in the brain.
Wow. There's so much happening in here.
This is the most complicated computer you can ever
I'm
imagine.
telling you.
Food for thought with Professor David Bitte.
Thank you for watching. Remember, subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can get notified whenever we upload new fresh content every day. Stay tuned and enjoy fresh, uplifting content.